Page 95, Lullaby. Very famous melody Brahms wrote. Not for piano, but this is a nice little piano arrangement. Let's try it out. Again, the hands are moving around a little bit. We get more practice at this. So I don't know if I really need to point everything out, because take it one hand at a time and figure it out. The last measure of the second line. You're here, then you drop down to the octave, and then it back up to the octave again for the first measure of the third line. Right? In the second measure of the third line, you're playing the half note G, second finger. Go ahead, and it's between phrases, so you got a little silence. Use that silence to drop down to the E, same finger. Better fingering than that, but I won't get into them. There's multiple ways of fingering things, all right? Right now, just follow the fingering there. Later on, I'm going to start suggesting some changes to the fingering. The fingerings they give you are suggestions. Now, if you use a different finger, it doesn't mean it's incorrect, but right now, their fingerings are pretty good, so if you're using a different finger, I would question it. I would say, wait, is that really what you want to do here? Because you can get into some bad habits in fingering, some poor fingering, so you want to be careful on that. So just stick with the fingering. I don't like going in that third line down, second measure. I don't like going with the same finger on that, but it's good practice. You got to do it sometimes, so you just as well do it here. And you're between the phrases, so it'll work out all right. If it were phrased, all connected, we couldn't use that fingering, because you can't connect them that way. We'd have to adjust the fingering. Now, a few minor things about the right hand. At the end of the second line, when you have that half note C, then you're going to stretch out to get the low C's, the 2/8 notes. Leave your hand stretched out because you got another C coming on. Then after you play the C in the third line, that half note C, you can collapse your hands because you don't have any more of those low C's. So you have to kind of read ahead to tell you whether you can collapse the hand or not, or leave it where it's at, or collapse it or what. So in music, we're always reading a little bit ahead of where we are. We're preparing, we're thinking ahead of where we are to getting ready for what's coming. You will get really good at it if you'll just stick with it. In the second line, and the second and third measures, careful here, the half note F is with the third finger, and then the 8th notes, you're going to do a thumb, now a second finger on the F. You got to reach up to get the 4th finger on the B, right? So as long as you're aware it's coming, you'll be fine. You just got to stretch out. As far as the left hand goes on these chords, again, try and be accurate with the rhythm. You have, right at the beginning, you have 2 quarter notes and a quarter rest. So when the right hand plays the third beat, you lift up that left hand. So it's here. 1, 2. So make sure each time you lift up the left hand right on the third beat. And the right hand can help you, because when it plays a note there, when it plays that note, you lift up the hand. Let's try this out. 3/4 time, it has a pickup beat. I'm going to give us 2 counts, and we're going to play it very slowly. The right hand gets the melody throughout, so bring out the right hand. Not a lot on dynamics. This is just a real soft, sweet piece. You can fall asleep to this piece. So right hand is here. Left hand's here. Left hand's just got chords. Whoopie-doo. Ready and go, and.